Kí ló ṣe? Kí ló ṣe? Ṣó fẹ́ gún ládàá ní báyìí? Ṣé wọn? Kí ló ṣe?
Okay, ṣé bàbá yẹn ló fẹ́ ta ni?
No, he said the guy want to do something.
Ó fẹ́ ṣáàmà yẹn ni o.
Bàbá yìí ṣó ṣé kí tó yẹn sàn ṣó rẹ́kọ̀d dáadáa.
Ó rẹ́kọ̀d. Ṣó fẹ́ gún lọ́bẹ̀ẹ́ ni? Ó fẹ́ gún ládàá ni?
Mujé. Àwọn àbókí sẹ̀.
Kí ló ṣe? Kí ló ṣe? Wetin you do?
You come and enter the place. See those ones there.
Enter where? Enter where?
The owner says
Like you want to kill yourself because of on top waiting.
they should not do it.
And you want to kill yourself.
Kill myself myself.
Okay.
Don't
worry. Kill yourself yourself. Don't worry.
In the heart of the Southwest, where the green meets the dust, a fight for survival is being waged, not by soldiers, but by our children. This is the moment a boundary dispute over grass turned into a life or death crisis. This is the story of Bayo and Idris. And this is Nigeria right now. For years, these farmers and herders have lived side by side, sharing the land, sharing the seasons. But the lines have blurred, the patience has thinned, and in an atmosphere of deepening national anxiety, every misunderstanding is a tinderbox waiting for a spark. The scene was peaceful. Bayo, the farmer's son, was walking through the rows of young crops, a clear sign of his family's hard work and investment. But that serenity was broken by the sound of cattle. Idris, the young herder, and his herd emerged from the nearby bush path. The dispute began when Idris tried to steer the lead cow past the boundary, pushing it over the wire fence onto Bayo's cultivated land. Bayo, Idris, stop. You know this boundary? Those crops are barely rooted. Pull your cattle back. Idris, this path is old path. The rain has changed the soil. We need to feed. The grass is dry far away. It is just small grass. Bayo, small grass? That is my father's investment. That is my school fees. If your cow eats it, you will replace it, but you will not bring it back. Idris, you talk too much for a boy. The rain will make more grass for you. The land is for everyone. The exchange of words is not just between two boys. It's the echo of a national debate. The fundamental conflict between the need to preserve livelihood through settlement and the need to survive through mobility. A conflict that should be solved with dialogue now defaults to muscle. Idris ignored him. He deliberately steered the lead cow forward, pushing down the temporary wire and beginning to graze on the tender sprouts. Bayo screamed in frustration. He lunged at the cow. Idris grabbed Bayo's shoulder and shoved him hard, sending him stumbling backward onto the dusty path. Idris, leave my cow. Stay on your side. I said, leave it. Bayo got up, dusted himself off, and lunged at Idris, shoving him back even harder, fueled by the rage of violated property. Bayo, if you want to fight the farmer, fight the farmer. Leave the farm. The verbal fight was over. The unspoken rules of neighborly tolerance were broken. This is the exact point of escalation we fear, when desperation trumps decency and physical confrontation becomes inevitable. Idris dropped his staff. His hand reached quickly behind his back. He pulled the cutlass from its sheath. This is the image that paralyzes a nation, not just a weapon, but the symbol of every headline we dread. The sight of a young herder weaponized for a land dispute validates the deepest fears held across our communities. Everywhere is tensed up. Simply citing a herder, even if they are only passing, sends a chill down the spine. The conversation is no longer about grazing rights. It is about perceived threat. Idris took a menacing step forward, the cutlass held low. Idris, you think your farm is more important than my life? Than my animals? We are not afraid to defend what is ours. Idris lunged. Bayo reacted by dropping low and tackling Idris at the waist. Both boys crashed to the ground, rolling in the dirt. The cutlass flying briefly before Idris managed to grab it again. The struggle was desperate. Bayo used pure adrenaline, grappling for the wrist holding the cutlass, slamming it against the rock. The force of the impact caused Idris to momentarily loosen his grip. Bayo seized the opportunity, twisting violently and kicking out with his heel before scrambling up and sprinting wildly toward the main village road. Bayo's survival was a matter of inches and luck. The farmer's instinct, the will to live, was stronger than the aggression of the blade. But for every incident caught on camera, how many have ended differently out of sight? Bayo collapsed, gasping for air. He looked back. Idris stood alone on the boundary, cutlass still in hand. He didn't chase. Instead, he delivered a chilling, low-voiced threat in Hausa. Idris, this is not over. You broke my hand. You will pay tonight. We will come back for the debt. He then calmly shepherded his cows deeper into the bush. The true damage is not just in the trampled crops or the trauma etched on Bayo's face. The true damage is to our unity. When two teenagers can turn a simple resource dispute into an attempted murder, it reveals a sickness in our security architecture. We are asking ourselves, how long until the next fence falls? When does property rights end and violence begin? This video is a mirror held up to Nigeria's insecurity crisis. It is a desperate plea for peace and justice that seems to fall on deaf ears.